Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's Words of Wisdom. Today's was sent out on May 14th, and I quote, "Do not look for the approval of others in this world or the next. It is important to live with a pure heart, to tell people what you believe, and never let things be left in a way that you will later regret." From An Unshakable Mind by Lord Alcantara, Master Ryuho Okawa. Thank you, Lord. Alright, I think I've covered this Kyoten, Unshakable Mind, a couple of times in my past videos, but like I've said in each and every video, it's such an important Kyoten, such an important book. Really, really recommend every single disciple to read it, and also if you're new to Happy Science, check it out. It will go a long way in your life. Now, in today's quote, it's short, but Master talks actually about, I would believe, 3 to 4 different points. So I'm just going to focus on the last part of the today's Words of Wisdom, which is, never let things be left in a way that you'll later regret. Who has no regrets in life? Probably no one, right? We all have some sorts of regrets in our life. And a lot of the times, for me, that regret comes from not having an unshakable mind. If I had a strong mind, an unwavering mind, a courageous mind, a mind that's detached from self-preservation or the fear of getting hurt, I don't think I would have this many regrets. And in order to live an unregretful life, the point that I wanted to get to is we need an unshakable mind. And by having an unshakable mind, you will have the ability to say what needs to be said at the appropriate time. Maybe some of us are more outspoken, or their personalities are more straightforward, so you have no fear from saying what you want to say. But I believe a lot of us who gather here at Happy Science are more of the kind people who has more of like a pure heart, and in a way, for those people, we have the weakness of not being able to say what needs to be said or to pursue justice. And then you can regret later on from not being able to, say those things. So going back to the point that I wanted to get to, it's important to have an unshakable mind. How do you gain it? I believe it goes back to the first part of today's Words of Wisdom. It's by having a pure heart. The fact that you can't say what must be said means you're still only thinking about yourself. You're afraid of how they're going to take your words. You're afraid of how they might hurt you after you say things like that. I'm kind of like more talking about when you have to scold someone or when you need to give someone a stern advice. And however, if you really have a pure heart, a caring heart, if you really care about that person's future, you'll be able to say it. And that's why I just wanted to go back to the first part of today's Words of Wisdom. It's important to live with a pure heart. And how do we build an unshakable mind besides trying to have a pure heart? Well, I guess it's important to go back to read the book, but it's kind of like accumulating the power of basics. Do what we have to do every single day, following the precepts. What is that? Reciting the true words spoken by Buddha, morning and night. By practicing the recitation of the sutra, it will really fortify your hearts, purify your hearts, and will have you connected to Lord Alcantara, the creator of this whole universe. The God himself. Lord Alcantara is God himself. The name of God has been revealed, which means you don't have to believe in God and you don't have to call God in that abstract name, but in his specific name, Alcantara. You can connect to him by reciting the true words spoken by Buddha. And that will definitely make your heart stronger and more unshakable. that will be it for today. Thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.